Hi, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Bill, and this is Coffee at the Crossroads. Yeah, it feels weird for me to say that because I kind of never thought I'd be starting a YouTube channel. Something I've thought of doing for a long time, but kind of, like lots of people, fear and, anxiety kind of gets in the way. But, we've clicked over into 2025 here, and I thought, now's the time to do it. What do they say about planting a tree? The best time to plant a tree is 20 years ago, and the second best time is today. So that's what it feels like for me and this YouTube channel. Something I wanted to do, should have done it a long time ago, but didn't. So I'm doing it today, and I hope that's kind of the theme of this channel. I'm calling it Coffee at the Crossroads because I feel like I'm personally at a crossroads, like many of us are. You're starting a new job, or starting a new relationship, or you're going into retirement, or you're taking up a new hobby, or you're whatever it is, a promotion or something. Everybody is at some kind of crossroads. Everybody's got decisions to make in their life, and I think that can be daunting. It can be, you can almost be paralyzed by fear and indecision and all that stuff. And I feel like, I hope this channel can support people, and I can get people to engage, and and when you share the load, it's lighter, and so that's sort of what I'm hoping to do here, and I hope you can help me, and I want to help you. That if it feels like, I started this because I felt like, okay, I'm at this crossroads in my life, and if I'm feeling this way, and nerves and indecision and some of those things, then there's other people that are feeling this way, and just knowing that already feels better, right? Knowing that you're not alone, and knowing that other people share this, and maybe other people can give advice going, oh, you know what I did? Or, oh, I'd love to hear your stories about that, or whatever it is. And so that's what this channel is about. It's about sharing stories, hearing stories, sharing the load, and having a cup of coffee, and maybe just having a chat. I know it's about connection, and it's about engagement, and I know that that feels ironic or paradoxical or hypocritical or whatever to be doing that on a YouTube channel, when we should be meeting face to face. But I think the magic of YouTube is that you can reach people across the globe, and you can reach people outside of your immediate community, and I feel like there's lots of people out there that are going through exactly what I'm going through, and so let's share that. I'd love to hear your experiences, and I'm going to share some stories, and I'm going to share what's worked for me, and where I'm struggling, I'd love to, I want to create a feedback loop, right? Where people come, they listen, they share their stories. Hopefully they get some inspiration, they get some encouragement, and that helps all of us, right? If I can help you, that's amazing. That'll make me feel like I'm doing something right, and that feedback, hopefully helps you, right? So yeah, that's the plan at Coffee at the Crossroads, we're calling it, and so so get a cup of coffee and join. The inspiration for this came about because a few months back, I'm in my 50s, and I'm my career it's pretty much set where it's what it's going to be, and where I'm going to end up, and I've been thinking about retirement and some of those kind of things. But a couple months back, a young man that I'd worked with in the past contacted me, and he said, "Hey, I'd love to chat because I'm early in my career, and I want to advance, and I want to do this, and I want to do that." And he said, "You seem like a guy who's got it figured out." and it struck me. I was like, "What? You think I've got it figured out?" I was shocked. I was like, I have so many doubts, and I have anxiety and the indecision and all that stuff that I think everybody carries, and yet from the outside, there's people going, hey, that guy's got it figured out. And I think many of us are in that boat, right? We look across the street at the neighbor and go, oh, that guy's got it all figured out. Or we look at at our colleague or, friends or whatever. And meanwhile, those people have all the same doubts and all the same, indecision and all of that stuff. And so, it was both, it was obviously a compliment to me, like, oh, wow, people think I've got it figured out. I must be doing something right. But it also struck me that that's what it looks like on the outside. And so, that's how many other people are feeling exactly that I'm thinking about, oh, well, how am I going to do this? And how am I going to pay off my mortgage? And how am I going to retire? And how is this going to happen? And I should start that YouTube channel and all this stuff that, that I haven't figured out. And yet people are like, hey, so that's, I hope that even just sharing that little snippet is an example of what we're gonna cover here on this channel. And I'd love to hear your examples. I'm sure you have that, where someone goes, oh, you've done this and you've done that and you're so awesome at this or you're so awesome at that, and you're thinking, wow, like that's the perception from the outside, right? And it's just interesting. It allowed me to kind of take a look at my own self and go, oh wow, maybe things aren't as tumultuous and maybe stressful as I'm seeing them. And so that was it was an eye opener. And and so that's sort of, I thought, hey, maybe I should share this with people, share that story just to start with. But the reality is there's so much to cover. The world is changing so fast, and it's becoming more and more disconnected, and more people are disengaged, and they're spending their time staring at screens. I know the irony, you're staring at a screen right now, but, and they're sort of logging off and shutting down. And that's what I want to counter. Yes, it's a screen, but I want to engage. I want people to go, yeah, that's a good idea. I'm going to do that. I've been thinking about joining the chess club or learning to crochet or taking up paddle boarding or whatever it is. I've been thinking about doing it, and I'm thinking about doing it, and I'm going to do it. And that's what we want to do. Engage, tune into life and do it. Start now, start tomorrow, I heard someone say the 10-minute walk around the block that you do is way better for you than the 5-kilometer run that you don't do, and that's a microcosm of what this is about. That's obviously to do with fitness, but whether you're talking about fitness or financial fitness or mental health or anything, any little step you can take, start today and make that, make that 10-minute walk around the block. That's the first step towards that path. You want to join the chess club, you want to learn to to paint in watercolor, you want to learn to paint in oil paintings, whatever it is, do it. Join a class. You want to learn to cook Thai food. I don't care. Just those things are all what make us human, right? And so, do it and tell me about it, I would love for someone to say, I watched your video and I've been thinking about, taking Spanish classes and I signed up for a Spanish class. Awesome. Good for you. Let's do it and do it together. If you share your story, that's going to inspire someone else. So that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to share my struggles and my anxieties and all of those things, but also share my successes. And when I feel like I'm then not here to brag, and I'm no therapist, and I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not here to give you advice. I'm here to encourage you. I want to be a cheerleader, because I feel like we're all at that crossroads. I feel like if we engage, we it makes things better. Engage in your relationship. Engage in your work. Engage in your hobbies. Engage in your financial security. Engage in your mental health. Engage in your physical health. Engage in nutrition. Engage in your the things you want to do. If you love travel, if you've been thinking, you're 50 years old and you're like, I always wanted to go to Italy, start planning today. Do it today. You can set aside some money. You can do it. People go to Italy every day, don't they? So you can do it too. Maybe you want to reconnect with some old college buddies. Maybe you want to. Maybe you used to play racquetball and at a high level or at a mid level or at a low level. It doesn't matter, and you want to get back into it. Just do it. Start slow. And do it. It doesn't matter what you do, right? Whether you enjoy knitting or whether you enjoy woodwork out in the shop. It isn't the thing that matters. It's the doing that matters, and you're going to get more enjoyment out of your life, and you're gonna feel more engaged, and that's gonna cycle, right? As soon as you start to get engaged, then you're like, oh, you know what? I feel better about myself, and so I'm getting more physically fit, and I'm getting more mentally fit, and I'm getting all of that stuff, and I'm eating better, and I'm sleeping better. We can all do it, and and it doesn't matter what the thing is. It will balloon. If you reach out to a college buddy, he might be thinking the exact same thing as you're thinking. Oh, I wonder what happened to old, whatever, and reach out. If you've had a struggle with a family member or a relative, reach out to them and mend those fences. You're going to be happy you did. It's like I say, it's engaging in life, and it's making yourself happier and living a fuller life, and that's what this is all about. So yeah, that's it. That's Coffee at the Crossroads. So if you like this, then give me a like. It would be awesome if you subscribe and join me again in another video. That's the big thing, is that I want to build a community. I want people to give feedback. Leave me, if you love the idea, say yes, I love it. If you have an idea of something you'd like to talk about, let's talk about it. I'm no expert at really anything, but I can, so-and-so mentioned that they'd reached out to whatever, or that they had started taking karate. It doesn't matter, right? Those are success stories. And so you can share those success stories, and other people are going to feel them. And, so leave a comment and hit the like button and subscribe, and we can make this together. Anyway, that's it. Coffee at the Crossroads. Thank you for joining me, and join me again. Cheers.